This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Watch the safety creep. Hurry, hurry.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Mike, 180. Watch QB drop. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Check 37, check 37. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
56. Mike 56. King. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Hurry. What's up?
On 2nd and goal, Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. Come on, D. Check safety. Real. Mike 56, Mike 56. Watch the pilot, 64, weak. Watch the block, motion, block. Hatchet. Regular. 5. Mike 56. Hey, D-line, let's get in there, Hurry. Watch out.
Here's Mayfield. He completes it to Henry. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. McCaffrey following the penalty. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
54, south.
So that's complete to Cooks. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. Hey, Steve 6, Steve 6. Mike 56. Hurry, hurry.
Mayfield on play action. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 33 yards that time. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
The defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Yeah, 133. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Bravo.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 30, 20, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick six for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year two, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's set a tone. Pistol. Kill.
Now Mayfield. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mayfield now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Check. Hey, Delta. Mike's 47. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. 47 is the Mike. 47 is the Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
56. Mike, 56. Hurry. 56. Watch the slants. Watch the
Mayfield with it once more. That one complete to Anderson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendency. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Check. Check out route.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Hey, alert! Hey, wahoo! Hurry!
From the 39, Mayfield. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Regular. Hey, high 7.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First down, Jaguars.
Ready, back 25. Check. Heavy, what you got, Heavy?
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready, 280. Check. Coming this way. Here we go.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
And it's third down.
Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. From the shotgun, Ryan. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. 21 yards there on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Ryan. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 3rd down. Here's McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
This is McCaffrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Von Bell up to make the tackle. They're down here in the 3rd quarter trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
This quick pass complete to Sutton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Ryan. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They come out here in the eye. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On the ground, McCaffrey. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian McCaffrey, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the...
He's got him in. Complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, 59, ready.
Now Ryan on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Check 21. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, quick glance. All right, 25.
Now Ryan. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play. And the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Second and 10. At the 26-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Real. Alert. Hurry. 47. Check. 47.
From the gun, Mayfield. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Hey, Charlie! Hurry! Watch the slant! Motion!
Play fake. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now Brown. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 25 yards that time.
61, matchbox lights.
From the gun, it's Ryan. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 51-yard.
Myers' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Go! Hurry! I'm coming, baby.
Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the 4th quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Big air. Watch out.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. They're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And it was Baker Mayfield who led the way, the #1 pick in 2018. He showed why he was so coveted.
And it was interesting because you remember headed into the draft in 2018, the projections on where Baker Mayfield was going to go, it varied. But rarely did anyone suggest he would go #1 overall. And he did, showed exactly why. It's not just how he plays. It's not just his arm and his vision. It's the leadership. It's the toughness. It's the moxie that he exhibits. And his teammates just feed off of it.
So for the Texans, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.